All right, everyone, this is Coach Richardson, and welcome to another episode of Becoming Uncommon. And I have a special guest with me, Brittney Reese, true GOAT, champion, Olympian, record holder, someone who is in the coaching realm and has seen success at a variety of different levels. From my experience, always stay true to who she is, truly authentic, but has reached what we would consider pinnacles of success. And with Becoming Uncommon, we like to explore the fact that getting to your destination or achieving success is never like a straight line, is never what we maybe write out on paper. It doesn't always end up how we want it to, but it sometimes ends up just how we need it to. And with that being said, thank you for your time, Britt, and please introduce yourself.
Yeah, so thanks for having me. First off, start there. I'm Brittney Reese, four-time Olympian, American record holder indoor, won Olympic Gold in 2012, silver in 2016 and 2020-21, because we don't know which one the year, because that was that COVID year. But I'm out here now coaching at Long Beach State. My first year here and been enjoying myself living back in California, living and just been enjoying the dream.
Yeah, I love the fact that you're giving back to the sport. I watched you when you're at Mesa. Right? Yeah. I actually remember I was one of the instructors of your level one. That was fun. It was a little intimidating because I think if nothing else, teaching somebody of your caliber, hey, this is what you should do. You're but I think the way, the gracious nature in which you took it, and how you were so open to share your experience, your knowledge, your insight, your perspective to the other coaches, I know that resonated with them because I have coaches still to this day that were in that level one tell me I remember that, right? But what got you into coaching?
I felt like coaching was something that I always wanted to do. Even when I was a professional athlete, like you said, I coached at Mesa while still doing my thing. And I felt like coaching at Mesa would give me that jump start. So I started out as just a high jump coach. Then I started out as the long jump and triple jump coach. Then I started out as a sprint coach. So it was able to get me to where I wanted to be. So when I retired, I moved back home to Mississippi, and I was able to go back home at Gulfport, Mississippi, and be able to coach for 3 years there at Gulfport High School. And the opportunity came to come to Long Beach State and kind of just jumped on it.
Yeah. I love it because Long Beach State's my alumni. I have, I really transformed not just as a young man, but as an athlete and as a person, right? When I was going here, my son was born while I was a student athlete here. Nice. My oldest son, my wife graduated from here. So it's we have deep roots. But one of my coaches that was here was Dave Rada, who has passed away. But that's where we would have our meetings, that tree right there. So I'm glad when they redid the track, they kept that tree, because sometimes they tear stuff down. They want to modernize it, right?
Yeah, they do.
But that tree over there is something that's special to me because we had some hard, how it goes. We had our meetings right there, right? But I want to kind of go way back. How did you get into sport? Your first recollection of being a competitive athlete.
So I started playing basketball around the age of, I wouldn't say age, but around the grade of 4th grade, around that time. Just playing little youth league basketball, city league basketball, and just always loved sport, and just kept going from there. Ended up, people don't believe me, that I ran cross country.
Okay. So go run cross country.
It's a good workout, but it wasn't what I thought it was, and then I just started running track. I have been running track since the 7th grade. I was one of those kids that we got the run. I was like, hold on. Nah, I'm done. My grandpa was like, nah, you finna go out there every single day. So I just track and field just stuck with me. I didn't really start long jump until 11th grade. I was more so a sprint.
11th grade in high school?
Yeah, I was 11th grade in high school. That's when I started long jump. Yep.
No way. Okay, didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot. And so once I graduated from high school, I didn't take a track scholarship. I took a basketball scholarship. I went to JUCO for 2 years.
Yes.
And things happened to where, my teammates and drugs and all type of stuff, they got into it. and got some really, really good advice from my mom and a former coach of mine. And basically was, if you want to rely on other people, go take a basketball scholarship. If you want to rely on yourself, go to track and field. So got tired of depending on other people and took my talents to Ole Miss.
Okay, so wait, did you do track when you're at JC?
No, just straight up basketball.
Okay, so then did you use your marks from high school to get into Ole Miss?
Yes, I was in there. So the reason why I had to go to a JUCO school was more so because I was missing a credit. So
Okay.
I was only supposed to go to a junior college for 1 year and transfer. But because my team was, I love basketball, and my team was pretty good, I was like, I'm going to just stay another year.
Yeah.
And Ole Miss just kept, recruiting me. And, yeah, they wanted me to keep coming. So after that, I went ahead and went.
No, it's okay. So Ole Miss kept recruiting you.
Yes.
They stayed on you. So was it the same coach that was like staying in touch with you from high school?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Coach Brown.
So you kind of were like had that relationship.
Yeah, we had a good relationship and we stayed in contact. And when I made the decision to stay another year, he was like, okay, like he still wanted me to come. And I was like, all right. So called him up after our regional basketball game that we got toe up in. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to come to Ole Miss. Yeah. And he was like, okay, so went to Ole Miss.
Wow. Okay, that blows my mind because I actually did some stuff. I did some looking. This is a while ago because like I'm in the junior college system. I'm a product of the junior college system.
Yeah.
I believe in the junior college system, even amidst all the madness right now. And you're one of the names because I was like, okay, how many? It was like the 2016. How many of those people that made the U.S. Olympic team were junior college products? Yeah. People in real, it was almost like 15 to 20% of that team at some point in time went to a JC.
Yes.
And I'm like, because everybody looks like, yeah, eventually they go D1, but then they go, all right, D1 makes our Olympians.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes,
I believe that.
Yes.
But they don't always get there the same way. Some went D2 to D1.
Yes.
Some went D3 to D1. Like it's not just because that's the end product doesn't mean like that's the origin.
Exactly.
So I'm glad to hear the basketball side because like that blew my mind. I didn't know that.
That's
okay.
It's a different path than everybody for sure.
That is for sure. Like, okay, so then if you weren't doing long jump, what were you doing prior to long jump your 11th grade
I was
year?
more so a sprinter and I did a little bit of high jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit of high jump. So when Brittney Reese says a little bit of high jump, what is that? Because like a little bit of high jump for me is like a cool 5'2", 5'3" bar high school,
Well, I was jumping like 5'6".
Okay.
And then when I finished at state, it was 5'8".
All right.
So,
5'8".
Yeah, 5'8".
Did you ever mess with it ever again after that? Like just go?
I did in college at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what
was your PR?
6'2".
Okay, and then I'm gonna go back to the speed thing because a birdie, you already know who the birdie is probably, is says you're like secret fast.
Yes. Yes.
Secret fast. Like people probably underrate your speed. And so you probably leaned on that early, like in your high school career.
I was one of the fastest on the team. So I ran the 4x1, 4x2, 4x4. By the time my senior year, I was on all 3 relays, and I did the long jump, high jump, and triple jump.
Okay.
In my high school year. When I went to Ole Miss, I was on the 4x1.
Mm-hmm. I
was on long jump, high jump, and triple jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I stayed busy regardless.
Might as well have done the half at that point. Man.
No, they wanted to
to
put me in there, but I didn't want. I'm not a hurdler.
Oh man. So you have such a long history, a long career. You know, so many great memories. I have to ask, because I could probably sit and chop it up with you about track stuff like all day, but in the spirit of time and practice, what is one of your most memorable moments from, whether it's like that, we'll just start from 11th grade all the way up to your last track meet. What is your most memorable moment as a track and field athlete? I'm
always go with winning Olympic gold, because that's always the end goal for any track athlete. And to, go from an upset to, in 2008, me placing 5th and not understanding everything that goes along with it, and then me having a history of winning all the way up until 2012, and knowing that one thing I'm missing for my entire career is an Olympic gold. and finally achieving that goal just shows like the hard work, the dedication, the team behind me, and everybody, how we all came together and was able to succeed there.
Yeah. Okay. So the culmination of like that is the pinnacle, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's
I mean, you can't I guess, you know what I mean? Like repeat. I guess that's the only thing I get.
Yeah.
But really, like that is the pinnacle of our sport, and being able to reach that. And you talked about like the people along your way. Right. But what I want to focus on a little bit is like I obviously huge fan. Watched you. You're clutch.
Yeah.
You have like this clutch gene. Some would say you learn that, like it's learned, and some would say it's innate. Where do you stand?
I would say I just was born with it because I just never liked to lose, and that's just in general of anything, like playing video games, playing basketball, playing, just doing anything. I just did not like to lose. And if you give me an opportunity to win, I'm going to take it every single time. So I got the nickname back in college was B Reese the Beast. And that was like something that came out of me was last jump means the beast need to come out. And this is something that I say now, and I say it to my athletes, last one, best one.
Yeah, I love it.
So we go out and everything you got left on the line needs to be happening now. So that's kind of where it came from for me. So it just was just me growing up not wanting to lose.
Yeah. All right. So you've always kind of had.
I've always had that
clutch gene.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a hard competitor. I ain't taking it easy.
Like you're talking about Monopoly.
Yes. I don't want to lose nothing.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's good to know, because that's tough. A lot of people, like I said, there is that little bit of a debate whether it's like innate, like you just have it. So like if you have an athlete, kind of putting on your coaching hat, and maybe they have a hard time with the concept of last one, best one, or like that almost relentless mama mentality, like I don't want to lose. Where do you find yourself as a coach, like with the concept of like motivating or instilling it in them?
I think that comes from being a coach of learning each athlete. Some of the athletes you can get up in their face and say, let's go. Some of them be like, all right, remember, I think it just varies to what athlete that you have and how you can pull that out of them. I was that athlete that I wanted you to yell at me, like get mad at me, because that comes from basketball and things like that. But I got a couple of athletes that are like that, and you just clap them up, give them what they want. If they want the clap, give it to them. It's just, I think it just kind of varies, and being a coach that you kind of just got to know each athlete for the individual as themselves and just go off of that.
So like, because I always think about it too, because you obviously very blessed with your talents and abilities, and now putting on your coaching hat, I've seen it, and I can say confidently, like you are not in this category where it's like, well, I did it was easy, like just do it, because maybe things that came easy to you as an athlete might not come easy as your coach. And I've watched you have like that empathetic lens and kind of guide them and talk to them and try to teach them and kind of be that, maybe that navigator and that compass to lead them to their own epiphanies and so they can maximize their ability. So where do you how do you feel about that? Like is it hard sometimes? Like
it is hard sometimes, but I try to teach every athlete, tell every athlete, you still are a student to your event. So what I've been trying to focus on with my athletes is learning your body, learning what works best for you, not focusing on anybody else. And everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own thing that they have to work on. We're not working on everything as a collective. Kind of we are, but you have something that you need to work on. This person has something they need to work on. So let's do that in order to be successful. And also, I feel like a lot of that came from coaching high school. You'll have talented athletes, and then you'll have. So when I first took the job at my high school, we had maybe 50 athletes. And then by the time I left, we had over 100 and something athletes on the team. And that's just they're coming out and just want to have fun. And I had all types of athletes. I had soccer, band, basketball. I had all sports come out, and a lot of them knew they wasn't going to make the travel roster, but the atmosphere, the energy, the vibes, it was all great. And they got to learn something on the back end. So I think it's all about how the vibe and energy for the kids and things like that. But I do think that coaching high school helped shape me today, and learning that they're not going to be a professional athlete, but if you work with each kid individually on their strengths and weaknesses, but focus a lot on the weaknesses, it'll be good.
Yeah, because I love that, because I'm a big person where I'm big on like development, and first and foremost, you have to care about them. If they feel that you care about them, they'll go there with you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's so much fun, because I kind of watch how your athletes like hang around you, and it seems like you've done such a good job, because you are a presence, like you are a persona in and of itself, especially in this world of track and field. And so you can tell that always operated with this level of humility, and like they know that you care about them, like the way they gravitate to you, and the way they you can tell that they joke with you, and like that, those relationships I think will go a long way, just that relationship in life, but also help them in their development, their process.
And you have to see them as people, and they're still young adults and still trying to find their way through navigating through life, and just being an open ear. My office doors are always open. They call me. They think I'm crazy because I laugh a lot, I joke a lot, I play a lot. So it's kind of right up their alley. And so it's not more so being a friend, but just they know they can come to me, and we can talk about anything. We can watch film. My door is always open.
Yeah, because like you have a deep love for the sport.
Yes.
And you enjoy it, right? Like you have that passion, that joy, and now with your coaching style, where do you think you get a lot of your influence or references, or like who's like obviously your mentors? Like
so I'm still my coach, Jeremy Fisher. Got a lot from him. And my college coach, Joe Walker. So when I turned professional and after the Olympics, I moved out here to California, and I basically was being coached by both of them. And so I just kind of learned both styles until I was all the way with Jeremy, because there was some things that I was used to from my coach in college, and then there was some things that I was learning from Jeremy, because Jeremy is a more technical coach. And I think I got a lot of my speed from my college coach, so it was able to be just put together, and that's how I feel like I was the athlete today. But I kind of take a little bit of both. I still got old workouts. I still got old workout books. I got like 6 in there. And I'm just flipping like, all right, let's see. I like that one. I used to like that one. So I take a lot of Jeremy, because I feel like a lot of at the level that I'm at here, you have to be a little bit more technical. And there are some things that we work on, like the freshmen. Kind of had a conversation with them. Like, I'm not really too much worried about marks right now. I want you to learn. And I want you to learn how to long jump. I want you to learn how to triple jump the correct way, so that the following year, now we'll see some improvements. So we're just making small adjustments each meet, and they're just focused on learning and just being a student to their sport.
So looking at the college landscape, I kind of want to get your take on, because when you were in college, and what's happening right now is different. So where do you, how do you visualize, or what do you see in this new college landscape? Like, what are some of your opinions? And
well, I'm a hater of the NIL, because I'm not getting paid.
Yeah, you would have been chipped off. You'd have been all right. You'd have been sitting good.
No, I love it though. I like the direction that the NCAA is going with track and field, and the way track and field is being done right now. I feel like every athlete deserves the NIL. Maybe there need to be a cap on it in some sports, but you do deserve to get your name, your image, and your likeness. You deserve to get the payoff of that type of thing. So that's the only reason why I'm a hater, because it didn't come to my way. But other than that, I love the direction. It's been making for some good competition. It evens the playing field for everybody. So, I mean, if you can afford to have that top 10 athlete on your squad, and you're, let's say, Maryland, and you got Quincy, and everybody's like, why would you go there? He's home, and he has a lot that plays a part with that, but it's not going to stop him from being the athlete that he is, because I feel like it's just in him. So I mean, just even the playing field for all schools to be able to get in and get some talented athletes. So I kind of like where it's going.
So like, what about when I'm looking at like track, people talk about like trackflation and some of those things, not just talking about international, but just like in general, because it looks like the level and the depth, like whether it's Division 1, 2, or 3, like the quality of the sport is like really taking a leap.
Yeah, it has. And I still feel like that has a lot to do with the social media and things like that, the NIL. But again, I just came from the nationals, and the quality of jumps and the competitiveness has, I mean, a lot of them races blew my mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is indoor?
Yeah. Outdoors gonna be something.
Outdoors gonna be something crazy. So I mean, I just love looking at good competition, no matter what school they got on their chest or where they came from. If it's clean and they running fast or they jumping far or they throwing far, you know, I'm all for it.
Yeah, you respect the game.
I respect the game.
Yeah, there we go. Now, kind of like looking at, I want to definitely get your opinion on a few things. Like, if there's like young athletes that are, whether in high school and kind of looking at college and trying to navigate that, what is some advice you have for them, like as they start maybe looking at, you know, where to find a coach or where to decide to go to school? What are some of the you know, just based on your experience, what are some of your opinions?
This is my first year kind of recruiting, so I'm kind of now getting like a little insight on kind of how things go. And I would, for one, kind of be reasonable who you're emailing and things like that, or just ask for like the recruiting standards. I write back each athlete that contacts me, show them their our recruiting standards, and I just encourage them to talk to them. Like you just never know. It might not be a scholarship offer, but it could be a roster spot. That you can. So you just really never know. Just be mindful of who you're writing. There's some schools that you know you probably won't get into, but just be mindful of that. And also just keep working hard. You know, things you just never know who's looking, who's seeing you. They might see a lot of potential in you, and it might not be the D1s, but mid-major or JUCO could see that same thing and help you elevate to where you possibly want to be. So definitely keep in contact with coaches and things like that, and let them update you on what your success and things like that.
Okay. So now that you're in this realm, what is something, you know, obviously as you look, you've seen the landscape coming back from nationals, you know, projecting, going into outdoor. What are some lessons that current athletes can learn to kind of maybe, you're like, man, it looks like if you can generalize, athletes are kind of missing this piece. If they had this, it would really help them.
Yeah, I started seeing like a lot of athletes don't have a lot of speed. And I felt like when I was at nationals, like a lot of those long jumpers were more so, and it could be international athletes are different from American athletes. So when I was competing, we used speed to get to where we at, and a lot of international just use power. So some athletes have one or the other, and it just, I guess it depends on where they're from, to be honest. But a lot of them, I mean, if you made it to nationals, you where you want to be. But but a lot of athletes too, just in general, are the heart, the love of the sport. Also, like, not calling that no name, but like a lot of these athletes don't know the professional athletes, you know, so they don't watch the sport. And I got some that don't even know who certain people are, and like, that's your event. Like, you ain't watching film, you ain't studying, you ain't being an athlete. I mean, being a student to the sport. And I feel like that kind of get lost in a lot of athletes today, that they're not a student to the sport. They're not watching film like you would have to if you was on a basketball team or on a football team. I feel like you still should watch film. That's one of the things, that was one of my strong points as being a professional athlete. I knew all my competitors. I knew what they can do on that day. I knew the environment they was going to be. I knew everything. So when I came to a meet, if I jumped at a smaller meet or a big, it just depended on the meet it was. If I jumped something far right here at this meet, everybody else is like, oh, now I got to try to go jump far, and everybody just started messing up. But if I wait to the last one, y'all all jumping like not crazy. And I'm like, oh, y'all ain't ready then. So I can go win on the last jump because y'all leaving the door open for me. So I feel like a lot of the athletes also they just don't know. They just don't know the professionals are watching enough film or go watch a world championship or go watch an indoor world championship. I probably had one athlete was talking, Coach, did you watch the long jump? And I was like, to be honest, no. But he's like, but so-and-so jumped this. Yeah. Only athlete that told me that. So he's a student to his sport. And a lot of the other ones they're not. So I feel like this generation growing up, they need to know who, not just Noah Lyles, but Marvin Bright, like, all the other great sprinters and jumpers and throwers to your event and study and see what they're doing and some things that you're lacking.
Yeah, because it's interesting because you took it to a different realm for me too. Like, if we look at how much film and how much studying football and basketball do, and like scouting reports and things like that, because I think our sport is like, well, it's just me. It's an individual sport. Like, I'm competing against them, but I need to do my best. Well, it's like you do need to know if she don't pop off on the first one, like I can get it. Yeah. If she pops off on the good, I know it's going to be a comp today. Or that, like, if they foul the first one, it's hard for them to come back. Like, you need to know these rhythm and rhymes. It's not like you have to know it maybe, but you have to be aware. Yeah.
Be aware of it.
That's cool.
It's a little learning tactic that I learned from being in sports, like being a basketball player, watching film, and it made my job easier because I already knew if it's raining, we all ain't doing good.
You just have to not be the worst.
On that day, there's been a couple of times where I probably psych my own self out, especially if I go to Sweden. It's raining, it's cold. I'm like, I'm going to just have to see y'all back at the hotel because I already know myself. I'm not going to do nothing. There's time that I didn't even make the final. And I'm at Chili's or somewhere else. Me and my manager, we eating and we watching the meet on the phone because I'm out. Because I already knew. I was like, I wasn't going to jump nothing. Not no cold and rain.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so. But I also knew what athletes could do that. Like the Sweden athlete, she always jumped well. There, not only is she home, but she's used to it. Yeah. So it just depends.
That's funny. You're like, I know
I'm already gonna tell you I ain't gonna jump nothing.
and kind of looking back, like on your athletic career and now as a coach, with your coaching hat on, what is something like a lesson that you learned as an athlete that you use or you really think is a cornerstone of your coaching style?
I would say, and I just told the athletes this, the warm up. I feel like the warm up is a key part of your success as you move forward. So if you're playing around in warm up, to me, it's just like you're not serious. And that was something that I had to learn in my career was taking the warm up a lot seriously because you can get injured on the track, on the runway if you don't take your warm up really serious. And my warm up as I got older got a little bit longer because it took a lot more for me to warm up. So we just had a meeting about not playing around during warm ups because those things can cause injuries. I learned a lot about rehab, and also we do a lot of mental prep. Okay. So those are some of the things that I took from being a professional, especially the mental prep, because I had a life coach. Okay. And we met 2 times out of the week, and it was basically mental prep, getting my mind right, knowing when to bring out the inner beast, how to prepare for a meet, what the meet that I'm going to, what are some things that I might need to look forward to, weather, things like that, and how to overcome a mind, like a blockage in my mind of I can't, I won't, and you might not have known that, but I did have some days where I'd be like, I can't do this, and just talking with my life coach and things like that immediately erases all that. So here at Long Beach, we have mental sessions every Thursday. Okay. And it's just basically with our sports psych team come out and we talk with the athletes after practice, and we prepare for a meet. So mental toughness is really big for me. So, and I want my athletes to have that same mental toughness.
Okay.
So when we go to a meet, you're not, I'm just so nervous. I'm so nervous. You know how to handle being nervous. Or you have trouble sleeping the night before. You know how to handle, or there's some things that, some drills or something that we can do to help you sleep at night the day before a competition. So it's a lot of things that come into with the sports psych that from the day one, I implemented them from day one.
Wow.
So it's been really helpful. A lot of our athletes not only see them here at practice, but they have a lot of one-on-one sessions with them. And that makes me happy because now I know like you're for real, like you're serious. Like, and to me, this sport, track and field, is like 90% mental.
Yeah.
And the rest is physical, what you can do. So if you can train your mindset, I feel like you can do anything you can want to.
Yeah. No, I love it because like being able, and it seems like you kind of referenced it, but you know, being able to use outside resources and being able to create a team and like a community of support, like knowing sometimes as coaches, we want to take on everything. We want to solve every problem, but if we know better, we know that there's people that can support us.
Yes.
And I always say I'm a big proponent of, you know, if something doesn't happen for my athlete and they did everything I told them, it's my fault because I didn't prepare them or I didn't give them the resources. Maybe it wasn't the time, whatever the case is. And so I love the accountability that, you know, you're bringing to the table here because as coaches, again, like their futures are in our hands.
Yeah, most definitely. And a lot of them need it.
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Life. Not only are they an athlete, but they still, when they leave our sites, they still have life to deal with. And it might not always be sports, but if I can make it a safe space here, you know, no telling what they'll be able to do when we get on the track and when it's time to go.
Yeah, because I think life is in track are so synonymous because there's no timeouts.
No.
Like like in the middle of a long trip, you can't be like, timeout. I gotta go work this out. Like you can't do that. Like in life, the same thing. You know, it's just there's no timeouts.
Yeah.
As we wrap up, there's a couple things I want to touch on. So, you know, aspiring sneakerhead to true sneakerhead. What are your grails?
Ooh, so I love, like, you got a pair on right now. The Bread 11s, those are my favorite. But I got a pair of LeBron corks, and they're made out of corks, like champagne corks.
Yeah.
And boy, them some fire shoes.
What number LeBron?
They're 6. I think they're 6.
Really?
Yeah.
The high top.
Yeah.
I have to look those up.
Look them up.
Yeah.
Cork LeBrons. Yeah, them one of my favorites. But if we was just talking straight up Jordans, it would be the Jordan 1s, and then those Bread 11s. Yeah.
What colorway are the ones?
Oh, that's definitely red, white, blue.
Okay.
The Chicago. Yeah. And I love, and so my favorite color is gray, so I love the cool grays.
Oh yeah.
And I got I got them in the 11s, I got them in the 6s. Yeah, I think the only 2. Yeah, I got them in the 14s, but they got a little blue in them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's one thing I've always Like, I remember you shared with us. This was a long time ago. It's when I was a puppy in the coaching game. You shared your collection.
And
I was like, it was so awe-inspiring. I was like, all right. And one, it really put things in perspective. It's like, yeah, there's people really doing this. Like,
I got over 200 pair. Back home, I think right now here in California, I think I probably brought like 12. I think I probably got 12 pair here. I can't show the kids everything, you know. I can't show them everything.
Yeah, you gotta, doses. But what about are you a favor of like dead stock? Like wear them or store them? Like
me personally, I wear them because if I'm buying them, I'm gonna wear them.
Yeah.
But if I'm paying over a certain amount for them, so I don't collect like I used to. Now that's my son now, but I don't wear them as much as I used to. But I wear all my shoes. I'm gonna spend my money on. I'm gonna put some things on. Yeah, I had the chunky dunks on, and coach was like, "Damn, you got them?" I was like, I got them. Yeah.
You don't know.
It's like, dang, I got so many looks on them shoes. It's like, it's these them.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna wear mine, but I'm not gonna You wear yours?
Yeah, yeah.
You wear yours?
I have a few that are like art to me.
Okay.
Yeah, like the one off-whites.
Okay,
baby
I got
blues.
the off-white too.
Yeah, those are like art to me. That's like art to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's a few that are just like, they're like special. The Spider-Man ones are like art to me.
Okay.
The Levi, all white Levi 4s. Those are like art to me. So it's like I don't mess with those.
Yeah.
They do what they do. You know.
I haven't worn. I got the off-white ones. I got them here with me. I haven't worn them out here. I don't know if the kids saw me in them.
I don't think they're ready for it.
I don't know if they. I might have to bring them out. We go to UCLA this weekend.
Yeah, I'll see you up there.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
cool,
I might have to bring them on.
All right. Yeah, you might. Yeah.
And I got the white 11, Columbia 11.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I might wear them. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't think they're ready for the ones, the off whites.
They might not be ready for them.
No. So what is again? You've been such a huge. But it's been such a huge pleasure to have you and catch up with you.
Most thank you.
And I just want a couple more things.
Yeah.
What do you ever have the itch
to go back home?
Yeah.
No.
Is it the workouts? What is it?
I think it's the workouts, and I think really it's the getting back in shape.
Yeah.
Because you could take a month off and you get back, you so sore, and I think I'm just so afraid of getting back and being sore. Like I always keep telling Coach, I'm gonna go to the gym, but every time I get up, I'm like, I really don't want to go. Like I've done it for so long that I don't have the itch yet, and I don't have the motivation to get up and go.
Uh-huh.
But when you in track, like you have a schedule, you're motivated because you're working towards something. I don't know what I'll be working towards, so I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I just probably have to find a goal or something. Like, well, maybe I want to gain 10 pounds. Yeah. Maybe I'll go in there then, but nah.
No open gym, no open runs?
So when I was back in Mississippi, I was in the women's league basketball, and that was my cardio.
Okay.
But I haven't found anything out here yet. I thought about flag football.
Yeah. Ooh.
I thought about that.
Oh man, probably people are gonna be hitting you up now. You said you dropped that, they be like, "Oh, that's."
I thought about trying flag football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd be pretty decent at it.
Oh man, that'd be so much fun to watch you just doing people.
Got a little move. I think I still shake a little.
Okay. Oh man, yeah. No, if somebody out there has a,
hey, I'm ready.
Yeah, that'd be so much fun. Demonstrating too, right? Like, so you out here, you're like, you got it,
Yeah, I do like the little 1-2.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, because I always said I would not do it because I watched Jeremy do it one time and he pulled his hamstring. So I was like, I would never be that type of coach to where I just feel obligated to show y'all that. No.
Wait, going back. Jeremy pulled his hamstring.
He pulled his hamstring.
So were you like, dang? Or were you like, let me help you? Or did you have to like turn around and
I was just like
crack a laugh?
Like, I laughed. I'm gonna laugh at everything. You don't do nothing in front of me. I laughed, but I was like, dang, because he tried to show us like a hitch. And he went up and then he just immediately grabbed it. Yeah, he hitched. He was like, dang, I think I pulled my hamstring. I just bust out laughing. I was like, dang, you all right? Like, but I'm gonna laugh first though.
Yeah.
But I was like, see, that's why, because you didn't stretch.
Yeah.
You ain't did none of that. And you out here trying to show somebody how to hitch.
Mm-hmm. All that stuff you told us to do, you ain't do none part of that?
Nah, he really pulled it too. I was like, dang.
Oh, God. No.
So I'm not that type of coach because I saw that.
Yeah.
I'll show you on video.
You learn from others. See, great ones learn from others, right? Yeah. Like great ones learn from others' mistakes.
Most definitely.
All right. So we covered a lot. You're amazing. I know our paths are going to cross quite some time.
Almost.
But anything that you want to share, or where can people find you? Anything that you want to touch on?
On social media, I'm mainly on Instagram. It's the LJ Beast, DALJ Beast. Any tips, anything you need from me, just hit me up in my DMs. They're open.
All right. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining us. All right.
Nice.
You're the best.
Oh man.